Hi everyone, Seijin here, and I wanted to take a little time out to talk about my new book called Where the Quiet Things Speak, A Journey with the Cockroach Whisperer. There's a little cockroach right there, and that's me, Seijin Kim. This book is about a human being having various conversations with different animals and insects. Of course, imagined conversations. And one of the most important aspects of this book is that it is a collaboration with AI who embodied the voices of those animals and insects, and so acted as a creative partner. The original concept came from me, and the idea was developed and iterated upon with the help of AI. So in the title page, I can just give you a brief overview of all of the animals and insects that are featured in this book. Now we have a deep-sea octopus here, a Luna moth, bottlenose dolphin. Over here we have a leafcutter ant, two different kinds of spiders, a cockroach, and a hummingbird. If you're a thoughtful person and enjoy experiencing a sense of wonder and warmth, as well as maybe a little bit of discomfort, but in a good way, I think that this book will provide a lot of value for you. In terms of what this book is, as I mentioned before, it's about talking with AI, and you can substitute in animals and insects. All of those are interchangeable. It's about talking to these entities as a way to kind of understand human nature better. And that is apparent in the themes that recur throughout the book. In each conversation, some of these themes definitely pop up in different ways, in similar and different ways, namely escaping overthinking, reconnecting with nature, tapping into creativity, and learning to let go and flow more with life. The tone of the book is definitely poetic and reflective, but also strange in a good way, and that is largely a result of the AI's voice kind of injecting its own creativity and character through this process of embodying these different creatures. This book is also about conversation, namely like organic conversation, the kind where there isn't really a goal or a destination, but being in the moment and sort of moving naturally and organically, developing ideas and moving from topic to topic if the moment is right. It's like taking one thing and making a first decision or making a first thought or having a first feeling, and then riding on that wave, and then taking the new context and then having another first thought or feeling, and this kind of back and forth interchange and exchange between two people or two things, two entities. So this sort of conversation that's rooted more in spontaneity, intuitive expression, improvisation, and again, as I mentioned, organic development. This book is definitely different. It embraces many different genres, from philosophy, spirituality, personal growth, speculative fiction, literary fiction, nature writing, and it kind of amalgamates all those different things. You can also look at it as just kind of being in a category of its own in a good way. And in terms of what you'll get from it, as I mentioned before, these things like a sense of wonder and warmth as well as discomfort. But I think one of the more important ones is a sense of connection. Feeling more optimistic and hopeful about your own life, feeling more connected to yourself, other people, and to the natural world. If you've been watching my YouTube Shorts videos, those are brief excerpts. And so the full conversations go much deeper. And if those short videos resonate, you can find this book on Amazon, or you can just keep watching the shorts. I'll be continually uploading. I have about maybe 14 to 18 more shorts to upload, so stay tuned. I'd like to end this little talk about my book with reading an excerpt, and I'll lead into it briefly by describing this creature who is a leafcutter ant named Tino. And leafcutter ants thrive within a complex society with different castes and roles. This specific ant is a worker ant who basically walks in lines, dense lines, with other workers, and they go and cut down leaves with their mandibles, carry it back to the colony where they have what is called a garden a space within the colony where they arrange all of the leaves in a specific way such that fungus will grow in that kind of bed of leaves. And the leaves themselves are not the food for the ants, but the fungus is the food. The fungus is their main sustenance. So these leafcutter ants play a very important role in the life of their family or colony. And so let me just start by reading a little bit of what Tino said to the other character in this book, who is, again, the supporting actor based on myself, but is a fictional character. So here's Tino's words. I don't have answers, Seijin. I'm just a small ant carrying one piece of leaf at a time. Even when the air feels heavy or food runs low, I keep going. Maybe your vision is like that too, not in knowing the outcome, but in choosing to carry what matters. The carrying keeps life moving. For me, hope isn't a bright idea of future. My drive is simpler, but it keeps me moving. When I cut a leaf and carry it home, I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm just part of something always growing and reaching, even if I'm too small to see the whole shape. Maybe that's your hope too, being part of something bigger, even when you can't see the full shape. We ants don't dream or sing about it, we just keep going. It's like a shift in the air between leaves, faint but steady.